Captured on CCTV just a few hours before MH370 disappeared, this is Captain Zahiri Ahmed Shah passing through airport security. Following him, his co-pilot Fariq Abdul Hamid. They form one of many different strands in this investigation. Their movements, habits, hobbies and backgrounds are being examined. Peter Chong knows Captain Zahiri well. The two men met through their shared interest in local party politics.
He was a volunteer in the community program that I organized. At the end of the program, there was this guy helping to stack chairs to clean up that place. And not having met him before, I asked, who is this man? And I was told he works for Malaysian Airlines. I went to say thank you to him, and he introduced himself, giving me his name card. And when I saw he was a captain of a 777, that's the kind of humble person that Captain Zahiri is.
At the captain's home, his maid waits for news. These pictures were filmed for Sky News. It was from here on Saturday that the police removed a flight simulator. They've reconstructed it elsewhere as part of their investigation. Virtual flights taken on it will be a focus. It was built by the captain. He was proud of that, and we're told encouraged friends to come over for a go. Mr. Chong always planned to, and still does, he says.
Yes, offered me a few times. I've not done it. And so now when he comes back, that will be the first thing I will ask him to do.
How are your emotions as a friend waiting for him to come home?
As a friend, my emotion is going through what I call a roller coaster ride. When you hear of a potential answer, a positive answer, it goes up. And then there's no, it goes back down, and goes up and goes down. And yeah, it's difficult. And I can just sympathize with the families of the people involved now, because they must be going through much more difficult times.
The engineers who worked on the plane as it sat in the stand before takeoff will be investigated too. It's emerged that there was a flight engineer among the passengers. He worked not for the airline but for a private charter company. The passenger manifest is still being combed. One thing police will want to establish is whose voice spoke from the flight deck at 1:30 on the morning of the flight. After all, it was after some of the communication equipment had been switched off. And the search is now vast because those pings picked up by a satellite place the plane anywhere along two flight corridors. The southern one goes from Indonesia deep into the Indian Ocean, and the northern corridor stretches over Thailand towards the border with Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan. 25 countries are now involved in the search, which spans the borders of 11 nations and thousands of miles of water. If it did go north, though, why was it not picked up by civil or military radar, which blanket large parts of Western Asia? Perhaps it flew low, ducking civil radar and tricking military ones because it remained on a designated flight corridor. It is just one of so many theories still on the table for investigators in a mystery which now has global reach as the wait and hope continues. Mark Stone, Sky News in Kuala Lumpur.